are recording.
Welcome to Big Crack Nation podcast.
Yes, Big Crack
Yeah,
Nation.
baby. Um, well, how do we want to start? Do you want to do the mental health check? How have you been? How's your mental health?
I'm doing okay. I put like all of my plants into some new pots over the week, so that's kind of cool.
Hell yeah.
Yep. What about you? How are you doing, man? Besides
Oh,
like having COVID.
oh yeah. I feel no symptoms, so obviously COVID isn't real. Um,
Either that or like maybe the vaccine works. Like maybe science. Like
there's
maybe,
no way.
just maybe science is a thing.
There's no way. There's no way. No, yeah. We just found out like this morning. Like McKenna found out like first thing this morning. So yeah, that kind of sucked. And but I mean, it's gonna be kind of nice just having the whole weekend just to kind of just relax and kind of recuperate.
Yeah.
Um, I got a new job actually finally
Oh,
because
nice. Hell yeah.
my other one was not paying me enough, but this one offered me like a foreman position.
Dope.
So I
You
get to
had to
be
give
like,
back the company van, huh?
yep, but I get a truck now, so that's a
Oh,
considerable
what kind
upgrade.
of truck are you getting?
I think I want to say it's like a Silverado,
Oh, nice.
maybe. I can't remember because I didn't really see any of the foreman trucks when I went and interviewed with them.
Yeah,
But
nice.
yeah, no, they were super cool. They offered me like, what is it? It's like a $5 raise, $6 raise.
Hell yeah.
So, I mean, obviously I had to take that shit. There's no way I was
Yeah,
gonna pass
right.
up on that
In this
high school.
economy?
In this economy, when I want to buy a fucking house,
Yeah,
I could
right.
not. But yeah, like there's what else is there? That was pretty much it. They've been shitting on me at work recently because I told my company, and then they just didn't give me anybody. They got no help whatsoever.
Damn.
And then I failed my inspection yesterday,
Fuck.
and the inspector for Lone Tree, fucking what's his name? He's never gonna hear this. Kruger. Fuck that dude. He's such an asshole, man. He takes pride in saying where you're wrong. Like it puts him in a better mood when he's like, you fucked this up.
Yeah.
Fucked this up." Yeah. So.
It's just one of those
Oh,
fucking.
man.
He's a blue collar worker, man. He's just an asshole. Yeah,
Uh,
we hired this new guy at work who he went to the same school I went to, and which is
he
like
went to Denver Christian? No,
no
you didn't
like
go to Denver Christian.
like Lincoln Tech trade school, which is like
Oh,
not really a great thing in the industry because like not a lot of great candidates come out of there.
except for you, right?
Yeah, I mean it's arguable. um, but yeah, I was talking to him. I was like, "Oh, you're going to Lincoln Tech?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm going there for like collision repair now, and I already like finished my automotive degree." And like without any filter, I was like, "And you decided to go back to that shithole?" Like, he was like, "Yeah, well, it's on the GI Bill," and I was like, "Oh, get fucked." Like, but yeah, he's never had a mechanic's like job before, which is crazy.
Ugh.
Like he's all excited. He's like, "Oh, I got my list of tools that I think I'm gonna buy this weekend. I'm so
Oh,
excited to buy some tools." Like,
oh yeah.
yeah, you're like,
Oh yeah. I know those guys.
yeah, it's like, oh, dude, you're in for a rude awakening, man.
Get ready to be able to only afford about four of those tools.
Yeah. Well, and then he was like, My dad always told me, if you have to borrow a tool twice, you better buy it. I'm like, oh, he's one of those dickheads. He's like,
Oh
oh,
my god.
that's not a dick thing to do. I'm like, look, dude, if someone's
Yeah.
gonna tell you that you can't borrow their tool, tell them to do the fucking job then. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like you don't. There's no reason to be a fucking asshole about it.
Oh my god. That's such fucking bullshit. Yeah, I get a couple of kids like that. There's one guy that like straight up told this kid to go buy like commercial electric tools, which are like the Harbor Freight of of like hand tools. They're just the absolute like lowest you can get. And this one kid who's like a journeyman now. It was like, yeah, dude, these are tools you have to get. They're so cheap. They're so good, dude. It's like, no, that's
Yeah,
not the
they're
route you
cheap.
go,
I'm
dude.
sure. Like, you're not wrong on that part. Oh
Fuck,
man.
man.
But yeah, we also have this dude that like his bo man is
Oh,
the worst. Like it's to the
dude.
point where like people like when they see him first thing in the morning, they're like, "Hey, you showered today?" Like it's like, man, that's like kind of a dick thing to do. But also, it's just like, man, like I had to give him a ride down to the airfield the other day, and like he got in the truck and immediately I was like, oh my gosh, like I was like, oh, you must be
Oh,
working pretty hard today, huh? He's like, oh, what do you mean?
oh,
I'm like, you're smelling pretty ripe.
oh.
And like at some point you just gotta like, how does someone not take a hint?
Yeah, right.
Like
Yeah.
if people were calling me out for my bo like numerous times a day, I'd be like, I gotta squash this because this is fucking
Oh,
embarrassing.
I'm fixing it immediately. Like that's
Yeah.
no
Like
question about it.
after that, I've told everybody I work with, I'm like, hey, if I start like smelling bad, like tell me.
Yeah,
Please tell
just
me.
it's gonna get to the point where you're just gonna have to like someone's gonna have to break it to him and be like, hey man, you need a fucking shower.
Like, dude, we work in like pretty nice shops with like regularly maintained locker rooms that are like cleaned by third party services every day with like showers. Come on, dude.
Jeez.
If you can't shower at home, like shower at work.
Yeah, you have literally no excuse then.
Yeah.
That's
Like, and we have like fresh uniforms like given to us, like 7 uniforms for a week.
oh my god. And he just shows up in the same one.
I don't know, man. Like he looks clean, but he just smells so bad.
Ugh.
Like I don't know. I've never really had a terrible problem personally with like body odor that I've known, but like, man, I don't know. He's also like 22.
Oh man. Somebody's parents kept him sheltered for too
And he
long.
lives with his parents,
Uh
which doesn't help.
no. Nope. I guarantee you they just baby him and they're just
Yeah,
like, hey,
yeah,
it's
right.
okay. That's our
And
little
like,
boy.
I even keep like a bottle of Axe in my toolbox, like for emergencies.
Shit, I gotta start keeping a can of that in my pack out
I mean, it's
because that would
not
be handy.
like Axe is Axe, but also it's like I'd rather smell someone coated in shitty deodorant than their fucking body odor.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, that's how I'm doing. Just
Oh
typical
yeah.
blue collar stuff.
Yeah, typical blue collar shit. Not wanting to work but having to because you need money.
Yeah.
God damn. Um. Oh man. So jumping into something, I
Yeah.
saw this recently. Did you see that Ubisoft is like taking away uh old like Assassin's Creed games?
What do you
Like
mean?
if you don't own that physical copy, they're like
What?
they're taking it away.
Seriously?
They're making that download code like invalid,
Damn. That's fucked.
which is super fucking
I
crazy.
bet you they're gonna like try to do their own like like service type thing.
You
Kind of like
think?
how like Blizzard has their own like launcher,
Right,
stuff like that.
right.
Like EA
Yeah.
has their own separate launcher. Like I think Ubisoft actually has one. Let me check.
I think it's like eConnect or something, or like Uconnect. I guarantee you that's what it is.
Because before my, yeah, Ubisoft launcher, Ubisoft, yeah, Uconnect. Yep, you were right. Yeah, fuck that shit though. Like,
Yeah, that's how much bullshit is that? Like, how are you gonna take that away? Like buying buying digital copies like just became like a real thing because if Ubisoft starts doing it, I guarantee EA will.
I wonder if that's more of a PC thing, or if it'll be like, because consoles you can't get like launchers on. You know what I mean? Like on a PC
Yeah.
you can get like all these different launchers, but like for a Xbox or a PlayStation, it's like the Microsoft Store or the PlayStation Store, essentially.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, but I mean, we'll see because I mean
Yeah,
that definitely gives the other people like the right to, or like the at least the courage to start doing it, you know.
yeah, for sure.
Um, oh, speaking of Blizzard, I started playing Overwatch again as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, dude, such toxic fucking
Oh
people. All the
man,
toxic DPS players, man.
I bet it's like almost as bad as like Valorant.
Oh, I never played that,
Yeah,
or I haven't yet.
I'm sure
Yeah,
you've
but
heard like the community around it though. It's like super misogynistic. Like,
sounds like any gaming community.
yeah. But there's like some hilarious TikTokers that I watch that are they're like females that are like post their clips and they're like Sage, you need to heal me, and then she'll be like bark for me.
Oh, I've seen that. Okay, that's what that game is. That's fucking hilarious, dude.
Which
Yeah,
is like so perfect.
the one match that I did that like really like I was like, oh, this is why I didn't play for so long because I was in a competitive match and I was doing I was healer and no, I was a tank and there was three people. There was a DPS, and then a healer that kept on running and getting away from everybody instead of grouping up. And they're like, "Hey, man, thanks for the heals." To like the other healers, like, "Thanks for the heals. You're
Dude,
doing great." It's like,
that's the kind
chill
of
the fuck
like
out.
so when I first got like my PC and like I started playing Overwatch on my PC, I joined like different groups online, they're like people like looking for players. But like I
Yeah.
very quickly realized that it was just like a place for people like that to post screenshots of their match and be like, "Look at my stats, look at my kills. Why did we lose?" And it's
Oh,
like
the
because that it was like you had
subreddit.
no team effort. You were literally playing for stats, bro.
Such bullshit. Yeah, I'm still playing it though. I still like it. I still think it's fun. I'm pretty excited for the
Overwatch 2.
second one. Yeah, I'll
We'll
probably
see.
play that,
You should get it on your
but
PC so we can play together.
I should. Or you could play it on your PlayStation since you
Uh,
have PS5 now.
I could, but
And it is cross-platform now.
oh, okay. Well, then it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, so
Hell yeah,
I
dope. I
I
didn't know
forgot
when.
about that.
When did that happen?
It was like pretty recently
Is it for
because when
the
I
Overwatch 1 as well, or will it just be for Overwatch 2?
no, it's for Overwatch 1 right now. It is cross-platform.
Dude, we should play tonight.
We absolutely should. I'm
Hell
so
yeah.
down.
Um,
Yeah, because they changed it to where you don't have your PlayStation Network login anymore. You have the Blizzard login. So you're signed in, like how we were talking
Oh
about
hell yeah.
Ubisoft.
That's like it's like brand new too. It's not even like a month
Yeah.
old. Fuck
Yep.
yeah, dude. Man, I haven't played in so long.
Yeah.
That's fucking
I'm
cool.
getting
Hell
I'm
yeah.
getting back into it. I'm starting at the bottom in
Did you
this
just jump
season.
right into ranked?
Oh yeah, I
You
did.
did? I'm sure that was like I would like I don't I hated playing ranked, dude. Like,
Dude, it's so much fun, more fun when you get like people
well,
to do
that's
it
the
with
thing.
you.
Is like those people are so hard to come by, which is why I
Oh
ended up
yeah.
like joining those groups to be like looking for people that weren't gonna like shit on you or were like
Right.
not play as a team, you know. And then I'd be
Right. And
like, I can't
actually
find
wanted to
anyone,
play.
so I'm just gonna play quick play. And like those people would still be like, well, you're not fucking healing, or like your DPS isn't good enough. It's like, bro, we're in quick play. Like I'm just trying to chill. Like,
Yeah. I will say I have had a lot better experience with quick play.
yeah,
Like quick play has definitely chilled out a lot. And they're also I don't know if you I watched some of the Overwatch League and I think what they're bringing over to 2 is instead of doing the 2-2-2,
they're doing three,
they're
two,
doing
one, right?
is it 3-2-1? I thought it was 2-2-1. So
Two,
2 DPS,
two
2
heat.
healers, and 1 tank.
I think you're right, which is
Because
a lot better. That should like help matches.
right, but I'm a little upset because I enjoy my tank. I like
Yeah,
doing that, and that's just gonna shoot the. It's gonna do the same thing it did for the DPS. Is it's gonna shoot that wait time up.
that's true. There's like not a lot of tanks though, as compared to like DPS. At least like when I was playing, like if I were to play like if I wanted to play DPS, it'd be like a 10 plus minute solo queue time.
Oh yeah. Well, and they
Um,
have priority pass now too, so there's kind of
like
a
the more you
workaround to
play,
it.
you can like gather them or whatever.
Yeah, you get like they're like little ticket things.
Dope. But yeah,
But yeah,
we should play some tonight.
I'm so down. I love that shit. Yeah, I love getting back into it. Um, yeah, what next? Which one do we want to do first? Because there's
Should we just go in
3 big
order?
ones. Yeah, let's do the boys.
Do the boys first.
That was the oldest one, right?
Yeah. Um, the boys. I loved this season personally. I thought it was great.
Holy shit!
Like
And that,
some people like didn't like it as much as the first season, but I'm a huge fan of the like I don't want to say like political satire or like real world satire because it's not even like satire anymore.
no,
Like
it's
they're
just
literally
fact.
like pulling quotes and events from like real life. And like
Yeah.
it's like oh, this is the woke media. It's like no, this is America, bro. Like
Yeah, yeah, no, it's real bad. Uh, yeah, that finale was probably one of the best ones
I
I've
think
seen.
that last scene with like Homelander just lasering that one dude that threw the bottle that hit Ryan. Like
Yeah.
that scene might be like honestly like the scariest scene like in the entire series. Like
Oh my
not only
God.
with the fact that like Homelander just getting away with that and like the crowd cheering him on, but like the little
Hmm.
smirk that like Ryan gave at the end.
Yeah.
Just like him seeing like, oh, I can literally do whatever I want type of
Oh, he's
thing.
gonna try to fuck with Mother's
Oh,
Milk too,
you think?
and I'm gonna love watching him get this absolute shit kicked out of him.
Oh man. It's
Dude,
like it's
that
terrifying.
that shit was insane. I feel like it was a lot of the season. I felt like we were saying like, oh, he's gonna like, when is he gonna snap? Like, when is he gonna snap? And I
Yeah,
feel
because
like,
like early on, everybody like we were saying that like we as an audience, like not only you and me, but it was like, oh,
oh yeah,
now that Stan Edgar's gone, like, what when is it gonna happen? And then yeah, it happened.
right, yeah, it happened, and I think it's gonna keep on happening just because he's like, he knows he can get away with it now.
Yep,
I
and
think
like
that was
people
like
love it. Like people,
Yeah,
they love
that
that
was the
shit.
thing. Because like he was afraid of about like his image, and now that he knows that like people are behind this crazy fucking sociopathic
Yeah,
thing that he has,
there's like
now
nothing
it's just,
for him to
yeah.
hide behind. Almost like,
Oh yeah, and now there's truly nothing holding him back.
yeah,
Is really
exactly.
what it is. Um, Also, Starlight is fucking useless.
Dude. I thought that she was gonna have like some sick ass like power up like in the finale. I was like, oh
Oh,
shit, like she's like going Super Saiyan, you know, like the lighting and everything. I was like, oh shit, and then she just like knocked Soldier Boy over, and then like he just proceeded to like knock her, like swatted her right out of the air.
yeah. Bitch slap that out. Yeah, that was the dumbest power up scene ever, dude.
Like I get that it was like, you know, supposed to be, oh, it was a moment for Huey or whatever. Like I don't fucking care. Like she should have
Yeah,
leveled up. Like
yeah. Doesn't mean you have to nerf her
yeah,
because of that.
yeah.
You
If anything,
know?
that's a worse.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's not what you should be doing at all. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, so that was a weird moment, but the also like fuck Butcher
Yeah,
too because he's just like unhinged and is clearly never going to learn his fucking lesson.
yeah. Seriously, he is like that character that like people say you love to hate, but like you shouldn't love to hate Butcher.
Yeah.
Like you should
I
just hate him. Like you should hate him just as much as you hate like Homelander, but for different reasons.
For sure. Yeah, like there's like truly no like in life there are no good heroes.
Yeah,
There's no
exactly.
good guy in it. Everyone's morally corrupt.
Yep.
And I mean that's what makes the show so much fun in general, but it sucks not having anybody to fucking root for.
Yeah, right. Except for like Frenchie and Kimiko. Those are like the only
Right?
two characters that you like want to see like something good happen to.
Yeah, totally. And yeah, that was oh man, and when like Frenchie started going off of the deep end there at the end,
At the end, yeah,
dude, that was rough
yeah,
to watch.
yeah,
But yeah, I that yeah, they're for sure good characters, but um what else was there? Oh, so I also want to do you think that Soldier Boy is still alive?
Well, I mean, he got put into that tank at the
Oh
end,
shit. I'm an idiot.
but
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know if he would like him as a character will be returning.
That's what I said.
Um, at least not maybe not next season, but I could definitely
No.
see him coming back as like depending on how far they want to take it. You know, I feel like
Right.
they could take the show for as long as they want. Like they'll never run out
Yeah.
of material because it's just like real life shit. Like up until
Right.
like when they like Soldier Boy first got released and like they were like Homelander was like releasing that video. He's like, it's safe to go outside. It's like that's literally what like Trump said. But now like the economy's a million workers short, and we're wondering like why supply is so low and demand is so high. Or maybe a million fucking people died because we all went outside.
Oh my god. Jesus, dude. That shit was bananas.
Or like when he was like, do you like the taco bowl? We have the best taco bowls here in the tower.
I think my favorite moment was probably that fucking Pepsi commercial, dude.
Oh,
That
that was
Pepsi
so
ripoff.
good.
You can't top that. Like
Dude, Pepsi will never live that down.
never.
I also really liked when they sung like the song, just like the imagine there's no
Oh God, that was
heaven.
good. That was good too.
Like
Oh
I
my
love the
god.
way that they just like see these things happening like in reality, and they're like, oh, we can do that. Like,
But like Seth Rogen is 100% the best person for that because he could just see the comedy in fucking everything and like okay,
exactly.
like this is fucking hilarious.
Do you think he, his like cameo this season where he was like jerking off to the Crimson Countess like on the
Yeah,
cam?
yeah.
Do you think that's the same character as the one that was producing the Dawn of the Seven movie in season one?
Oh god, I hope so. Holy shit. I forgot that he had a cameo in the first season.
Yeah, he was like the
That
executive producer or something.
and now he's like because that other guy like took his place that like directed that movie in the first part of
Yeah.
this season, and now he's just a lonely dude that
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
uh,
He's just he's just
Crimson
like
Countess.
paying for like the 1v1 with cam girls.
I love it.
Oh fuck, that's fucking funny. But yeah,
Oh
I
man.
think this season was very good.
Oh, it was fantastic. I think it was also because they had a lot of material to go off of
So
in the first
much.
place.
Like I'm sure. Do you think that they just like watched the Trump presidency and were like, "Oh, we can do this," and then COVID happened and they were like, "We can
Oh,
do all of this."
yeah, yeah.
I can't imagine what their take on the freaking insurrection is going to be next season.
Oh my God. Oh, they have
It's
to.
just going to be like Homelander's supporters trying to storm the tower or some shit.
Yeah, they
The
try to like
tower,
kick
this like bot
Homelander
tower.
out, and he's like, "I'm not encouraging any of this,
Yeah.
but
He's like, I want to go there, and everybody else is like, no, you definitely should not go. He's gonna be like,
fuck,
we need to
dude."
kill the deep. We need to hang him.
Hang him and that octopus. He's fucking.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh man.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm so
man.
excited for because they got greenlit for season 4 and 5, right?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure season. Like, I'm sure Amazon's happy for however long they want to go. I'm sure it's just a
Right.
matter of time before Butcher like takes Compound V to like, and he won't die. You know.
Oh
And it'll
yeah.
be like the comics. I don't know about Huey though. I think Huey kind of learned his lesson. But
I would hope so, but I don't think that he did. I think that I think that I wouldn't be surprised if they both take Compound V, honestly.
just to become
Like,
the perma soups.
yeah, and like because I mean that's what happens in the comics is like
Yeah.
everyone does. In the comics, Butcher actually just does it to Huey without
Him knowing.
even yeah, without him like saying
Yeah.
anything. He just like leans in and shoots him in the neck with it.
Yep.
And
I don't know. Do you like the boys comics?
I don't know why it's getting a whole bunch of flack. Like it is getting like just what's the word? Just like shamed on fucking TikTok. I've
I
seen all
mean,
these people just being like, "This is a fucking terrible comic. Like, don't fucking read it. It's fucking terrible." And I was like, I kind of
I
enjoy
wouldn't
the
say it's
first one.
terrible, but it is vile as fuck.
Vile.
Like
Yeah, vile is it's the right word. I mean, and I've only gotten into the first book, and that one I'm
like
sure is like this.
everything about it, like if you think the show is bad, like you like the comic is way worse. You
Yeah,
know? Like I wouldn't say it's bad. I like the TV show better, personally.
yeah. Well, because the TV show feels like more current. And like there's like no there's no like equal ground. There's like a handicap, and like they're not like
Yeah.
fighting on an even playing field, which made the first season super fun.
Yeah. Well, even going into like the second season,
Right.
you know, Because it was
Yeah.
always like Homelander could always just, if he really wanted to, could just kill any like all of them.
Oh, easy.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm wondering like what we're going to see the next season then is that would make the most sense. As soon as you said insurrection, that would make the most sense
Well,
of
like,
like,
and you know what else could go with the insurrection is like now that head popper bitch is like the VP. You know, and
I
like
forgot.
I'm assuming that her and Homelander are gonna have some kind of, you know, alliance, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, shit. I forgot about that too. Man. Yeah, I mean there's so much that's yeah, there's a lot that they can do. I would love to see some insurrection bits for sure.
They'll definitely do something. Like it won't be what's the word I'm looking for? It won't be like
Word for
exact.
word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some stuff will definitely be word for word because they're clearly not scared to do that. You know,
Oh
with
yeah.
all the Trump quotes that Homelander gave.
Not at all. Uh
But yeah,
yeah.
where do you think they'll go
Jesus.
for the next season? Obviously, with
Um
Butcher and or Huey taking Compound V. Besides that,
I think I think we might see like a little bit of a split in between like the characters with like different groups forming with different objectives and maybe even Frenchie and what is she called, the female?
Kimiko.
Kimiko.
What is she
Yeah. Oh,
called, bro?
that's what
What is she? She has a name, man.
Oh, that's what she's called in the book. So at least they gave her a name in the TV show
Yeah.
instead of just the female.
But even like I've noticed like in all of the interviews that she's in, like she calls herself the female. I just
Oh,
wanted to give you shit.
yeah, yeah. Well, fuck you. Don't you know I have COVID?
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Okay.
But I for sure see her and Frenchie like splitting up, not like together, but like split, breaking off from the group. Maybe I think we'll see like a lot more
I
character
yeah.
building among like the individuals because like this is the most we learned about Mother's Milk. Um, we saw like quite a bit of Frenchie's backstory. Um, and a lot of butchers too. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Yeah. We saw I mean, we saw a lot of butchers last season with like when he didn't he kill his dad last season?
no, his dad died from like
Oh,
cancer,
was that it?
and yeah, he didn't like say bye or anything. He didn't make amends before he died.
But I mean his dad was like a piece of shit, so
Oh yeah. Well, we got to see like what his relationship with his brother was like
yeah.
this season,
And like
which
what
was like
caused everything. I got
right.
big like peacemaker vibes from that.
Oh, for sure, for
with
sure.
with like the whole shitty dad who loved the younger brother, and younger brother died from there.
Right. Yeah, and yeah, I think maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll get less character building and more action because they have built out the characters a lot. But I would love to see more with Kimiko and Frenchie. I'd love to see more of his story too.
Yeah,
But I mean, yeah, that's what I want. I'm kind of going into it like not expecting anything because God knows it's gonna be fucking wrong,
yeah. So the
and if
thing,
they're gonna do something super fucked up.
yeah, the one thing I'm like big time counting on that they do next season will be doing like Black Noir is gonna come back, but it'll be like in the comics where he is like a full on clone of Homelander.
What? I didn't know about. See, I need to finish reading those.
Yeah, like in the comics, like Homelander comes under scrutiny for doing like a bunch of fucked up shit. But it like turns out that it was like Black Noir, who's like a clone of
Oh,
Homelander.
that's
I could see them
that's
doing like
bananas.
some crazy shit like that next season to like really fuck with Homelander, you know? To everybody, like to there being like video proof that there's someone going around doing some. I
Some
want to say
fucked up
fucked up
shit.
shit, but like the shit he does is like that's gonna have to be
Already fucked
really
up.
fucked up. Like they're gonna have to move
Yeah,
that bar again of like what's too much, you know?
which we all know the creators excel at.
Yeah, without they move the line without crossing it somehow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Somehow.
yeah. Uh, yeah. I want to see. I would more Black Noir. I feel like he did not get any justice at all. I was cut short, surprisingly.
Yeah, I feel bad for him, like as a character, man. After like having to deal with Soldier Boy and
Oh
now
my God, yeah.
like fucking Homelander, like man, and then being like so mentally ill, like you just see cartoon characters all the time.
Oh yeah, that shit was fucked up.
It was like pretty funny though. It was like right under the boys' alley to do some shit like that.
Yeah,
Have
hundred
like some
percent.
fucking Roger Rabbit ass fucking raccoon.
Oh fuck. Oh, hold on. Can we take a break? The pizza's done.
Yeah, let me.
I'm
I
gonna go.
can't pause, so I think I can combine recordings though. Unless we just want to edit this part out.
Yeah, we could probably do that. It
No,
won't take
I'll
me
just
too
leave
long, I don't
recording.
think. Cool. Ooh.
I'm keeping that in.
What?
I'm keeping that in.
Fuck you.
And he's back.
I'm back. Guess who's back again?
We're
Eli's back.
we're gonna take a trip on our favorite rocket ship. Little Einsteins. Stein. Man, if I could freestyle, I would have gotten into some dope shit right there.
Oh my god.
Anyways, um,
Shit.
how was the
Well, I
pizza
kind of.
break?
Oh, fucking great, dude. DiGiorno's.
Pornos?
DiGiorno's. Both
Oh.
the pornos. Um, looking for sponsorship from both.
Shoot,
Um, uh, they have a breakfast pizza that's like scrambled egg,
dude,
ham, and then hollandaise sauce.
I bet it slaps, bro. Dude, I'm here for like out of pocket foods like that. You
Dude,
know,
when my dad owned his own pizza restaurant, he did breakfast pizzas, which was just like scrambled egg, olive oil base, and then Canadian bacon.
oh, I bet it's fucking so good.
So good. On like handmade pizza dough. Ooh, ooh.
All right, well, shall we move on to either Thor or Miss Marvel?
Yeah, let's do Miss Marvel, or we
Nice.
could do yeah, because that's the Miss Marvel was the second most recent one we watched,
I
right?
think, I think like Thor came out like in the middle of Miss Marvel. Actually, I can't. I think it was like one after another. We can just do Miss
Yeah.
Marvel, whatever. Um,
Uh,
I
you
love
go
it.
first.
I loved
Fucking
it.
great,
I
dude.
thought it was
Great.
easily the best like Marvel. I think personally, I think it might be the best content Marvel's put out since Endgame. Personally, I thought it was
And
that
who
good.
and who convinced you to watch it?
It was you, man. Like I did not have great expectations, but after like the first two episodes, I thought were okay. But then I was like, this show is incredible. Like, it's I don't know where to even start with like everything that I liked about it. Um,
I there was
the amount
a
of
very
representation without like feeling forced, I thought was incredible.
nailed it. They nailed it on the head with that shit.
Like it didn't
Dude,
feel like a show about like a Muslim Pakistani superhero. It felt like a show about a superhero that was Muslim or is Muslim and Pakistani, if that
right.
makes sense.
I mean, it was like a coming of age story with like a little bit of culture splashed in it. Is really what
Exactly.
it was. It is super cringy,
But
but
that
like
like
that's what it needed
yeah,
to like, be like that coming of age story.
and like the actress that plays her, Aman Vellani, is like perfect, you know. She was like
Oh, she's
6
great.
when Iron Man came out, so she's like a Marvel fangirl, like playing a Marvel fangirl.
Oh, girl, yeah,
Like,
yeah. That's
and it's so like the way like I don't know if you've watched like any interviews with her, but it's like she is perfect, man. Like she
I think
seems
I've watched
just
a
so
couple.
like I saw one. She was like, if I ever meet Robert Downey Jr., she's like, oh, I would just melt. She's like, there'd be nothing up here.
Oh, that's awesome.
She's just like such a gem, you know.
Oh, dude, she's fucking. She killed that role.
And I think it's like her
Honestly,
first role.
ever.
I think so. Let me um
Yeah, because like that's the other thing I was gonna say too was she killed it in her role, and like the writing was great. How they like storyboarded the whole episode.
yeah,
Uh, the
Miss Marvel was the first thing she's ever been in.
oh damn, starting
Man,
off with a fucking
on a
solid one for
heater.
sure.
Like
Damn, that's a heavy hitting movie to start. Yeah, or TV show.
yeah. Yeah, I think it's easily like the best coming of age story since Into the Spider-Verse and like How to Train Your Dragon. Like I would put it
Easy,
up there with those kinds of stories.
easy. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they did a really good job with the storytelling in it.
Yeah.
One of the really cool things I liked that was like a nice thing was like the really cool conversation they had at the end about like her being a superhero. And it wasn't like the generic like I'm not gonna let you do this.
Yeah.
Let me do this. I'm not gonna let you do this. No, let me do this. It
Yeah.
wasn't that like generic bullshit. It
Yeah.
was I understand that like you have these powers and we're not gonna stop you, so the best we can do is like support you. It's like
Exactly.
yeah, just
And it was
yeah,
also
there's something about
like you
that.
said, it was like kind of corny when like she came in through the window and like you could hear her parents like, "Don't you have homework?" It's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, super. But that's it was the right amount of corny. It wasn't like or like
but that
yeah,
like
exacerbated. Is that the word I'm looking
yeah, definitely. And it brings me like back to like the Spider-Verse had like the same kind of like cringy like campy stuff that made
for?
it
Yeah,
so great, you know?
yeah, dude. Oh my god. Also another great coming of age story.
Yeah, it's just like they're so like Marvel really hit it out of the park with this one. And I don't know
Oh,
if that's
for sure.
because of just like the low expectations or if it is really that good. I mean, it's definitely that good.
I would say it was the best one I've seen since What If. Like just
What If was
between
really good too.
shows and but like as that like as a marker from everything that's come out since then.
Yeah.
Or yeah, yeah, yeah. That
But
was
yeah,
like
I kind of want to talk about Bruno because I think there's big things coming for his character in the future of the
oh
MCU.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he was portrayed to be like a genius, essentially. on like the level of Stark and Shuri. You know, like doing all the tests with her, and originally he
Right.
was one of the finalists to play Peter Parker before Tom Holland got the role.
Bullshit.
Yeah, which makes me think
Really?
that like we don't want you to do this, but we have something you would be perfect for, type of thing. Like how Tom
Ooh.
Hiddleston originally tried out to be Thor, but ended up being like the perfect Loki. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, do you think we're gonna see Hobgoblin? Because I swear to God, if fucking his best friend is a
If
Hobgoblin,
Ned,
yeah, fucking Ned is a Hobgoblin.
I don't know. I don't even know where to go with Spider-Man, honestly. Like MCU wise, I mean, I don't know where they're gonna go.
Right.
I mean, we could save some of this talk for like our Comic Con stuff. I feel like,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, I think there's big things coming for Bruno. Not only because being like the number two to a superhero, but I definitely think that there's like stuff coming for him with like the other geniuses of the MCU at some point.
Yeah. That would be really cool. Because I really liked his character, and I mean, we've all been where he is before.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah,
sympathy for that guy.
yep. Yeah, it's like another thing that's like that perfect amount of like cringe and camp. Is like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
whole high
yeah.
school like relationship, will they, won't they, like bullshit drama.
Oh, for sure.
Um,
Uh, oh shit. What else was there?
I
Uh,
want to talk
that
about
was
the
the other.
drones,
The what?
the drones that the DODC is using.
What about him?
They look, I'm pretty sure those are Mysterio's drones.
Ooh, that would make sense. I mean, those are like the only like big drones that we've seen.
And also, I recently, excuse me, rewatched Multiverse of Madness, and like in that first scene where like America Chavez and Doctor Strange like go through the universes, they stop on like a universe that's like run by those drones.
Really?
Yeah. So I almost wonder if they're like trying to do something with that.
I'm always down for another Mysterio appearance.
Oh, me too, man. I could see them doing like what they did with Arnim Zola in like the Winter Soldier, where
Hmm.
like they put his AI into the computer or whatever.
Yeah.
I could see them doing something like that with Mysterio, or like they're keeping him
Or
alive or whatever. To
yeah, or he's not actually dead, which I feel like would be
yeah,
more on brand for him as like a villain.
oh yeah, like
But
for
like,
Quentin Beck as a character, that's like to fake your death. Oh yeah, dude,
yeah,
perfect.
easy. Um, fuck. What else was there? The other thing I fucking loved was so nice, and what made it such a good palate cleanser was the fact that it gave something to look forward to.
Oh
The
okay, I never thought I would look forward to the Marvels movie. Like I never
Big
thought I would be so excited to see Brie Larson's Captain Marvel. Like the only other time I felt that about her character was in Endgame when she saved Tony, like at the very beginning.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Like the only time I've ever been like, "Woohoo, Captain Marvel!" Yeah, woo! But yeah, I mean, originally, like I knew that Kamala Khan was going to be in the movie, but now that I know like the extent that she will be in the movie, which is clearly going to be
A
heavy,
lot,
like
right?
I mean, because it leaves the question of what was Captain Marvel up to. I'm assuming that they just switched spots for one reason or another. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah, I feel like that's pretty safe to assume.
And
Because I
like,
mean, she's coming out of nowhere, and she's like, well, she seems very panicked too, to be
yeah,
like,
which makes me
oh,
worried. Like,
fuck. fuck.
it gives that sense of urgency, which is like something I
Yeah.
haven't felt for like a Marvel movie in a long time. It's probably since Infinity
Oh,
War, honestly,
yeah.
of
Yeah.
just like that feeling of like
Oh,
what has happened to this character that like that I love, you know?
No Way Home. Or
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Like the ending of No Way Home? Like you want to see where Spider-Man's going?
yeah, I would say, but not as strong as. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like just
Definitely
the
not.
urgency of
Yeah,
like I
not
feel
as
like
much
I need to know.
urgency, but yeah, but still that same feeling of like I want to know like what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, for sure. I haven't had that. Yeah, probably since Infinity War.
Yeah, like just seeing everybody get dusted and then the movie just like ends essentially.
Yeah. What a fucking cliffhanger.
Yeah, dude.
God damn.
Um but yeah, and then obviously there's the one big thing. She is the MCU's first official mutant,
Right.
you know? I
Which
think
yeah,
that's
I love
huge.
I love this whole power play that Kevin Feige's pulling of like
Yeah.
how much this dude does not want the Inhumans
Inhumans, yeah.
in this fucking universe at all.
Yeah.
And he's doing everything in his power to give a big old middle finger to the.
I mean, he does have all that power, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
he
what are
does.
people gonna say?
No one's gonna complain either. No
Yeah.
one's missing the Inhumans.
Yeah. Nobody's like, dude, I bet you 80% of the people that went and saw, like, Multiverse of Madness were like, who's this Blackguard Boltagon guy? You know? And then, like, not even 5 minutes later, he was, like, out of the question.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I still have to rewatch that. I gotta give it. I think I'm gonna rewatch Doctor Strange after She-Hulk out.
Yeah.
I think that will have given me enough palate cleanser to be like, okay, I can sit through this again.
Something that something that I learned from Multiverse of Madness was like I just gotta quell my expectations for Marvel
Yeah,
stuff, you know? Because
it's
that was
really
like the
hard with
biggest
like what they
letdown.
dropped for Comic Con though. So
Yeah.
next episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I for sure like I think that's something that happened with me too. Was like I think I let my expectations down a lot, which I think is why Miss Marvel surprised me so much. Was because it was fucking great, and I was expecting the bare minimum
Yeah.
from it.
Yeah. And it was just it was perfect for what it was. Like a perfect
Yeah.
origin story. And like even the fact that like it had nothing to do with the Inhumans like Miss Marvel usually does in the comics, like I thought it was
Hmm.
fine. And like leading into the X-Men potentially, I'm totally cool with that. Totally
Yeah.
cool with that. Cuz she would like fit in perfectly with the X-Men. Just because
I
how
would
like
love that.
they stand for, you know, like I mean originally the X-Men was like gay people, you know, like members of the LGBTQ community. It's like the
Hmm.
outcasts, the whatever. And like
Right.
now as time has passed, like it means so much more. But like that's still
Right.
what it is, like the outcasts of society. Like that's what the X-Men is,
Right.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah. No. 100%. Um. Yeah. I'm excited to see like where they're gonna go. I'm curious to see if if there's gonna be a tie-in to the X-Men '97. I feel like he's trying to like get people behind the idea of mutants first, though. I feel like he's like laying down a lot of grab by he. I mean the God Feige. He's laying around like down like a lot
The
of
Alpha, the
groundwork.
Omega. The Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
No, but like I feel like he's laying down all this groundwork, and I feel like we're about to see, like, yeah, I feel like we're about to see a lot more mutant stuff.
I could
Does that
almost
make sense?
maybe see something like small mentions here and there. Yeah. Like maybe like a little mention of something in She-Hulk, you know.
Hmm.
But
But I mean, that's the thing too. Is like, well, yeah, I'll save that for the next episode.
Comic-Con, yeah.
Um, yeah. So what do you give? What do you give Miss Marvel?
Like rating wise?
Yeah, we gotta figure out like a how many out of
You know what we gotta do? You know what we gotta do is make a tier list.
yeah, we do.
I'm gonna write that down
Hmm.
because that's a really good. That'd be a good idea for an episode, like tier listing all the Marvel content. But yeah, I personally think it's the best piece of content post Endgame, and that includes Love and Thunder for me personally. I just
Hmm.
thought it was like, I just thought it was so good. I don't have any complaints about it at all. Like the
I'm right
acting was
there with you.
great, the CGI was great. Like even the action scenes, I was expecting it to be like, oh, I bet now that she's like Miss Marvel is in her first big action scene, she's gonna like have mastered all this kung fu or whatever. You know, like that's what happens in
Yeah,
superhero TV shows. Like they get their
yeah,
powers and then by osmosis they can like kick ass. But that like
yeah,
wasn't the case like at all.
yeah.
Like
She dropped it, motherfucker.
well, but like it was never like it was always like, oh shit, I'm about to die. I'm just gonna throw up a shield.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
and it
yeah.
was never like I'm gonna bounce back up onto my feet and like go on the attack. It was
I
always
could do this all day.
yeah, it was never anything like that. It was always like just like pure moments of panic. Like I was
Yeah,
like, man,
yeah.
that's like exactly what I would do. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like
Yeah. No, it all
I
it
don't know how
felt
to fucking
super
fight. Like,
organic.
yeah, yeah. Like everything just felt great about it.
Yeah. That. Yeah. So out of 10,
Probably like a 8.5.
that's exactly what I
I'd
gave
say.
it.
Yeah.
Exactly what I gave it, and for the same reasons too. Like it's coming of age. I love those coming of age stories. They're if done right, they're fucking awesome
Yeah.
and they're fucking
Yeah.
hilarious. And it all felt super organic. It didn't feel like rushed or anything.
Yep.
Which if it was a movie, it probably would have been.
Yeah, and
But
you and I have talked about before that like I've especially said DC needs to move to the TV show format, but I think a lot of people are realizing that we want these 6-hour movies essentially with these TV
oh,
shows, you know?
oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, it fits that format. I mean, I would especially it makes sense for origin stories
Yeah.
because of how many we've seen so far. We've seen
Well,
so many origin stories that it's just
yeah.
like make it original, and the only way that you can really do that is in a TV show when you're like building it out over episodes and
You're allowed to actually tell a story in like more than 2 hours essentially,
exactly,
you know?
exactly. There's no time limit on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And then they can
for sure.
still end with like, you know, like we still want to know more about the character and like now everybody that watched this is going to go see the Marvels like when it comes out. You know, and then people that go see the Marvels are going to be like, "Who's this character?" and go watch the TV show and be like, "This is incredible," you know. And just
Right.
PSA, anybody if you don't like it, like you're a fucking just a racist piece of shit. Like that's literally the only thing I can think of. Like if you don't like it, you just don't value other cultures. Like that's literally
Hot take.
that's hey,
And hot take.
I said what I said and I meant it.
For real though, it's not like they were like super pushy about it. They weren't
No.
like, hey, we put a POC in this TV show.
Yeah.
Did you see?
It was
Yeah,
no
yeah,
virtue signaling. Like
yeah,
like you said, it felt organic. You know.
for sure.
And like I said at the beginning, like it's not a TV show about a Muslim Pakistani superhero. It's a TV show about a superhero that's Muslim and Pakistani.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Feels very, very secondary.
yeah,
Feels very on the back burner. I
yep,
was way more curious about like the story than like almost not even paying attention
yeah.
to any of that stuff. Except the set, I was paying attention to like the set work that they did when they actually went back home
What do you mean?
to Pakistan.
Oh yeah,
Oh my god, that was so cool. Like
yeah,
so some of the set work that they did there was just it just looked really good.
yeah. And when
That
like
was
when she went back in time with like the
oh
train, like that
yeah.
was so.
Yeah.
And that episode alone was that might be like one of the best. Like that one singular episode, like might be the best episode in my opinion. With her like being the stars, like her powers being the stars that like the story she told and shit like that. I was like, damn.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like when that episode, the episode before ended and she was back in time, immediately in my head I was like, oh, she's gonna be the stars that, like her powers are gonna be the stars that her grandma sees. Whether it
Right.
be like her running over the train or like I didn't think it would be as involved as it was with like her actually leading her grandma towards her great grandpa. I don't fucking know. I don't know relationships like that.
Right.
Everybody know if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. So
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was yeah, and that was such a cool thing too to see the family element that they portrayed in it was it was something super different that I haven't seen
yeah,
really of being able to like feel like you're inside that family that you know
yeah.
them so personally and that like
The
yeah I
only
don't know
other show where I feel like that would be like Young Justice, where it's like you feel that deep connection to every character.
right right yeah but
But that's just because, like, I mean, that's the amount of character building that you can do in a TV show format as compared to a movie.
right yeah then again yeah we go back to the TV show format versus the movie one.
All right, Thor.
Thor. So you brought up that this you would like Miss Marvel over this one.
Yeah,
And I saw a video where someone was talking about how these movies, the Multiverse into Madness and Thor: Love and Thunder, were not Marvel movies. They were the director's movies.
yeah,
Multiverse of Madness is a very like Sam Raimi like type of film,
yep,
and I mean Thor: Love and Thunder, very Taika Waititi,
yep.
and I fucking love his work. So obviously I fucking love the movie. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
The goats,
It
fucking great, dude.
yeah.
What?
That bit never got old for me.
Yeah.
That
I feel
somehow
like the
that
people that were
never
in
got
the
old.
people in the theater next to us were like, "What are these fucking idiots laughing at right now?"
Everyone else had stopped laughing at the ghost, but we were like, oh, "This is fucking hilarious,
Yeah.
dude!" You can't get over the every time they enter camera.
Yeah, and it was like always for the perfect amount of length too. Like it was never very long. It was always just like for a couple seconds. So it's like, hey, we're still here. Don't forget about us.
Oh, that was a great bit that they had, but um, yeah, I liked. What were your thoughts on it?
I mean, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I don't want to say it was great. Um, I preferred Ragnarok for the one reason that like Ragnarok did it first, type of thing, like that kind of feel to the movie, if you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
the carefree like comedy
Yeah.
aspect to it. Yeah,
Um. I kind of wanted like wished it was a little bit longer, honestly. You
same.
know.
I mean, he said that he had a 4 hour cut of the movie.
I don't know if I would want to see a 4 hour cut of that movie.
I would be curious to. I would watch it in. I'd do like what the Snyder cut. What I
Yeah.
did with the Snyder cut, I'd break it up into
I
like two
would I would
days or
prefer something
whatever.
like that for like a bigger movie
Yeah.
than
But I mean, there was like also like a lot of stuff that they didn't show, like because what's his name was supposed to be in there. The Ray Bill,
Better Ray Bill.
yeah, Beta Ray Bill was supposed to
Yeah.
be in there. They had like a whole bunch of stuff that they took out, which I'm wondering why he did it in the first place. Um, but I think there was more God Butcher
Yeah. I definitely could have
content.
gone for more stuff from him.
Yeah, because Christian Bale,
Yeah,
goddamn,
he did very
killed it.
like unfortunately this I wish they wouldn't have killed him.
Yeah,
Like man, that's the one thing that like Marvel still does that they should have learned by now. It's like you got to quit killing your villains like this, you know?
yeah,
Like look at what happened with Loki. Like Loki is like now went from like the villain to one movie to being
yeah.
like the villain in the Avengers, and then like a sidekick slash anti-hero in the Dark World to like a hero in Ragnarok to now like leading his own TV show.
Right. Yeah, and I think I'm okay with it this time because they gave us his daughter. So now we have this whole new storyline that can happen because of that.
Yeah. So I
And I
saw a crazy comparison because like some people are like not happy that like Thor adopted, quote unquote, adopted his daughter, but it was
yeah,
very much like Odin did the exact same thing with Loki, like adopting his enemy's child. And I was
I
like,
didn't even
fuck,
think about
that's
that.
fucking perfect.
I didn't even think about
Isn't
that.
that fucking great?
Holy shit.
Right?
Fucking full circling.
Yeah. Like, if anything,
That's
that's super
bananas.
in character for Thor to do something like that at this point, like in his story,
Exactly.
you know? And also, Gore's daughter is played by Chris Hemsworth's real life daughter, which is kind of fun.
No fucking
Yeah,
way. Ah, that's tight.
right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm super curious to see where Thor's story's gonna go.
Yeah.
And yeah, I liked it for sure. I would agree with you that like Miss Marvel was better because of the aspect of like looking forward to something. This also gave me something to look forward to, but still not that sense of urgency.
Yeah. I mean,
Um, it was a good palate cleanser. It was a good
yeah.
palate cleanser
It
for
felt
like
like,
the movies.
it felt very, like, the Multiverse of Madness movie was so, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not urgency, but the stakes were so high. Like,
Yeah.
and everything felt like so like this. Like we need to get this done. Like we this has to happen, and it was so serious. You know,
Hmm.
like this felt like obviously the stakes were still like high. You know, maybe not necessarily for like Earth, but like cosmic consequences for this movie could have been. You know, who knows like what would have happened if all the gods got killed. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Yeah. No, I get what you mean. Yeah.
But I also don't see like any kind of thing where Thor can return until the next Avengers movies, honestly.
Fair.
I mean,
Or
obviously, like,
maybe
we'll discuss this in
maybe
our
some
next
Guardians
episode,
of the
but
maybe Guardians of the Galaxy, maybe Loki season 2.
I could definitely see Loki season 2. Well, I mean, and he's
Um,
also going to be in What If season 2.
oh, okay.
But I don't know if we'll really count that.
Yeah, we can't really, because I mean,
Kind of like how
it,
I don't really count
it's
Professor, like,
canon.
I don't count Professor X being the first mutant in the MCU. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, it's Black Bolt.
Don't you mean Blackagar Boltagon?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But yeah,
God.
um, which is fine.
Uh,
Like I could go for a while without seeing like whatever Thor's doing. Obviously, they're leading into something with Hercules.
right. Also, want to talk about the fact I love the fucking actor that's playing him.
Yeah, yeah. You and me were
Love that
talking about
actor.
him. I've never seen anything that he's in because I haven't watched
You
Ted Lasso.
you have
But
to watch Ted Lasso because it will hype you up for
I know
whatever he's
people
gonna be
like
in next.
love that actor.
Oh, he's fucking great. He's so good in Ted Lasso. That's why I think he's gonna fucking kill it
I
with
saw a
Hercules.
TikTok that was like me when I can't remember the guy's name, but it was like me when the guy who plays Hercules comes on screen, and it was like the sound was like, "There he is, my favorite white boy."
That was me. That was 100% me. There he is. That's my favorite white boy. Oh, fuck! I can't. Yeah, I'm super excited to see where they're gonna go next. Was that the only post credit scene? That was it,
um,
right? It was Hercules.
and then Jane going to Valhalla, which originally I didn't like, but the more I think about it, the more I think that she's not done in the franchise, and that
No,
like for some reason or another, the people in Valhalla will get resurrected.
she's not done. So there's somebody that was talking about that.
Like I don't think Idris
Um,
Elba's done either. Like I think all
uh,
those people will come back.
so in the comics, Jane comes back as a
A
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie, which that's honestly how I was hoping her story would end in this movie. Like I don't know, I thought her character as like the mighty Thor was pretty great personally.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
It felt short because it was wrapped up in a movie, and in the comics, it's such a long.
yeah. Well, I think
It's a
that's another
longer
thing where like
span.
it could have been the movie could have been 30 minutes longer, easy,
Yeah,
and I wouldn't
easy.
have any complaints. And it could have been
Nah.
strictly more shit with Jane Foster's Mighty Thor and Gore the God Butcher. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. I would honestly take an hour.
yeah, like
Yeah,
it could
I'd
have
take an
been.
hour. Yeah,
It's like one of the shortest Marvel movies to date.
yeah. Which is that was strange looking at that before we went. I was like, really, only an hour and 45 minutes?
Yeah,
Like that's fucking nothing.
yeah,
But
for
yeah, but
A Marvel movie to not break the 2.5 hour mark is crazy.
yeah. But I liked it. It was a good for
Yeah,
me. It was a great palate cleanser. It put my faith back in Marvel, even though I wouldn't consider it necessarily a Marvel movie. I definitely agree with that video I saw. It's very much a Taika
yeah.
movie,
Well,
but
they're leaning more into that.
nonetheless,
They're
yeah,
leaning into
nonetheless,
that finally.
yeah, it was a great movie all
They're
around.
I think it started with Ragnarok and just like the great reception to it because it
Yeah.
felt like it broke that cookie cutter mold.
Oh, it
Like,
made Thor movies good.
yeah, I mean, because like no matter who you are, like the Marvel movies have been cookie cutter from like Iron Man to Endgame, you know,
For sure.
and like Ragnarok, while still being in there, was like that first one to kind of break that mold And I think because of the great reception to Ragnarok, they're giving their directors more freedom, which is great. I mean, it makes me very excited for Guardians 3.
Uh, yeah, I'm very excited for Guardians 3. I'm also excited to talk about it.
Yeah,
Um,
should we end this episode here? We're at,
um,
we're at like an hour 20.
yeah,
I
because how
kind of
long
got a
was I
video
gone
I want to
for?
show you actually that we should
Oh,
react
hell
to.
yeah. Hell yeah, 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 yeah. Give me content. Give me
Um,
content.
Here, check out
That's what
this.
our theme song should be.
Let me
Oh,
let me fix
trans.
this.
Fuck you. Make me big again.
There we go.
Make me big.
um, this one.
My
It's
forehead
called
looks.
Dark Brandon Rises.
Oh, fuck.
Ready?
Yep.
Can't be bargained
Can you hear it?
with. It can't be reasoned.
Nope.
Oh, you can't hear. Let me share my normal screen instead of the other screen that I'm sharing right now.
How many screens does this guy have?
3 of them.
How many women do you have? Zero.
None. Yeah, I got Hazel. All right, you should be able, if you click onto the stream in Discord, you should be able to see it now.
Okay, yeah.
You see it? All right, you ready?
Yep.
It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear. And it absolutely will not stop. Ever. Until you are dead.
Oh my god.
For all those of you who voted for President Trump, there's no way out.
It can't be bargained with.
How close are we? How close are we to getting actual political ads like this?
Dude,
How close?
I would be so happy. I will vote for the first person that does a political ad like that. Yeah.
100%. Jesus, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I saw that video. I was like, oh shit, that's a podcast video right there.
That is a podcast video. I gotta start saving some because I find some all the fucking time. I gotta start saving some.
Yeah, man. I have like a whole folder on my phone for like funny, like super funny stuff. All right, there's another like super cringe TikTok that I can find too. That was just like, oh my god.
Oh wait. So there's one. Because they didn't really mention anything at Comic-Con. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. There was some news about this. I don't know how old it is. This is taking the largest crew to ever create an animated film. This is the largest crew that they've ever used.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like crazy, right?
Oh, it is massive. I can't remember the actual number. But just to give you an idea, there's 6 universes that they're working in. And it has 240 characters.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was like fucking that many. Holy shit.
Yeah. And you saw too that they're splitting it up into 2 parts, unfortunately.
Yeah, I did see that. But I'm almost cool with that.
I mean, with just these 3 things, I'm like, fucking give it to me. It don't matter to me.
Yeah, for real.
What are we looking at right now? Who is this?
Oh, like I saw this freaking TikTok from this chick, and it was just like the whole time I felt so uncomfortable, and I can't find it.
Is it?
But yeah, no, I mean the video was not looking at all these TikToks. Just you can just see it because I'm sharing the screen. I think it's
That's
deleted.
hilarious. Oh, damn it.
Let me hear. That was the caption. Oh, here it is.
Hell yeah.
I got Starbies. I got Star. I don't even like coffee, but I guess I'll try it. Delicious. Now let's see what goodies await me in here. Ooh, a cake globe. Wait, cake pop. It appears to be a perfect sphere. Nice. It kind of looks like a turd. First bite, incoming. Delicious. Yep, this is Nums. Activate happy dance. I got Starbies.
Justin, that made me want to punch a fucking hole in my computer. Oh my god. What the fuck is that? I'm so mad.
Yeah, so
If you do this,
does that just not make you feel extremely uncomfortable?
I'm so uncomfortable. I'm also very angry.
I got Starbies. I got Starbies.
I knew people like that in high school.
Dude.
That's what made me so uncomfortable.
That's like the youth group kid, you know.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Speaking of like youth group kid. So I'm just gonna cut the podcast there because your boy muted his mic for like the last few minutes. But hey, it happens, right? But yeah, thanks for listening, everyone, and we'll see you all on the next episode. Bye.